How long does Wegovy last once opened, and how should it be stored? After first use, a Wegovy pen must be discarded after 6 weeks, whether you store it in the fridge between 2 and 8 degrees Celsius or at room temperature below 30 degrees. If you're using Wegovy for weight management, understanding how to store it properly and knowing when it's no longer safe to use is essential for getting the most from your treatment. Let's start with the basics. Wegovy contains semaglutide, a GLP-1 receptor agonist that's licensed in the UK for chronic weight management in adults with obesity or those who are overweight with related health conditions. It works by mimicking a natural hormone that helps regulate appetite and food intake, making you feel fuller for longer and reducing hunger. It's designed to be used alongside a reduced calorie diet and increased physical activity. Now, storage is absolutely critical with Wegovy. Before you use a pen for the first time, it must be kept in the fridge at 2 to 8 degrees Celsius. Keep it in the original carton to protect it from light. And here's something really important: never freeze Wegovy. If your pen has been frozen, you'll need to dispose of it safely and get a replacement. Once you've used a pen for the first time, you have a bit more flexibility. You can either keep it in the fridge or store it at room temperature as long as it stays below 30 degrees. But here's the key thing to remember. Once opened, you must throw away the pen after 6 weeks, even if there's medication left inside. That 6-week countdown starts from the moment you use it for the first time. The expiry date printed on your pen only applies if you've stored it correctly. If it's been left out in the heat or exposed to sunlight, that date no longer guarantees the medication is safe and effective. So how do you know if your Wegovy has gone bad? Before each injection, you should inspect the solution through the pen window. Wegovy should be clear and colourless. If you notice any cloudiness, discoloration, or particles floating in the liquid, don't use it. These are signs the medication has degraded. Also check the expiry date on the label. If it's passed, the pen needs to go. And remember that 6-week rule after first use, regardless of what the printed expiry date says. What happens if you use expired Wegovy? The main concern is reduced efficacy. The medication may not work as well as it should, which means your weight management treatment could be compromised. Using expired medication undermines the reliability of your treatment plan. There's no guarantee it will give you the therapeutic effect you need. Let me give you some practical tips to maximize your Wegovy's shelf life. Always store unopened pens in the fridge between 2 and 8 degrees Celsius. Keep them in the original packaging to protect them from light. Never put them in the freezer. After first use, you can choose to refrigerate or keep at room temperature below 30 degrees, but remember that 6-week limit. Always replace the pen cap after each injection to protect the solution from light. Use a new needle every single time you inject, and never share your pen with anyone else, even if you've changed the needle. If you're traveling, unopened pens still need refrigeration. In-use pens can be kept at room temperature for short periods, but keep them away from excessive heat and direct sunlight. It's a good idea to mark the date of first use on your pen or keep a note somewhere, and this helps you track that 6-week window. When it comes to safety, always follow the patient information leaflet that comes with your medication and the instructions from your prescriber or pharmacist. If you're ever unsure whether your Wegovy is still safe to use, speak to your doctor or pharmacist. If you notice any unusual side effects or suspect your medication may have been stored incorrectly, contact your healthcare professional straight away. If you experience any adverse effects whilst using Wegovy, you can report them through the MHRA Yellow Card scheme. This helps monitor the safety of medicines used in the UK, and when it comes to disposal, always put used needles in an NHS-approved sharps container. Your pharmacy can advise you on how to dispose of expired or unused pens safely. Let's recap the key points. Unopened Wegovy must be refrigerated and used before the printed expiry date. Once opened, you have 6 weeks before you must throw it away, whether you keep it in the fridge or at room temperature. Always check your medication looks clear and colourless before injecting, and never use it if it's cloudy, discoloured, or contains particles. Remember, this information is general guidance. Always speak to your healthcare professional for advice tailored to your individual circumstances and treatment plan. Have you got questions about storing your medication? drop them in the comments below. And if you found this helpful, give us a like and subscribe for more practical health information from Bolt Pharmacy.